inspired, at the possibilities of what could be after that glorious solo performance last week by your boy on Wheezy. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out, bruh, man. He really held it down for the Gingy universe. What you got to say post game? How'd you feel?
Wish your podcast listened to the whole thing, but that's a different story. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. We got a little bit of views on there. Shout out to Hype Killer, aka Young Gagos. He hopped on the last couple minutes with me, but that shit was crazy, bro. It's a lot harder than it seems. And I found myself up here just like Jim roaming, just kind of saying things to say it while I'm trying to think of the next topic to pull up. I didn't have a good editor, you know what I'm saying? Antoine is nowhere near as good as Jaime or Chang, but we got it done, man.
Hitting the Damon Bruce up there, huh?
Yeah, I stayed off. Like I kind of danced around some topics. I didn't want to say something strong because I didn't really know much on it. But we addressed it. We reported news, and that's all that matters.
Wow. Hey, man, viewership did not really dip from the ironclads, from the tested. 100 plus that always tune in weekly.
Yeah, I got zooted. It was loaded, bro. Tune in if you haven't. It was an interesting episode.
Yeah, well done, bro. Wow. We all got to do it eventually. Trial by fire.
I agree.
Test your might.
Builds character.
Really see what you can do, man. See where it takes you, where you end up.
There's still not 5 people up here.
Everybody can start, somewhere, but it's about where you end. Are you finishing through the line? Is it tailing off? Is it ramping up? What's going on?
Just gonna read a poem or something like that, just to fill time.
One fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
You gotta flow, man. You gotta have segues on your own. It's a lot. It was a lot to handle. I was exhausted after that.
Yeah, I could only imagine.
Gotta think about those streamers that go for 8 hours.
Yeah,
constantly on.
They don't smoke weed.
So technically, that's what this is. You know what I'm saying? This is just the stream.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what we do. I mean, that's kind of the funny thing about it. I know that there's probably podcasts out there where they've got the people posted up and they're looking for their clippable moments while they talk about, I don't know how much they hate women or something, but our format, man, just a couple guys being dudes, man. It's just a group chat on wax, bro.
We're regular
group
people.
Chat on wax.
We're not a number one music artist that just resort to this,
right,
to win you over.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that's what I was trying to segue into. But I guess Drake went on the Aiden Ross stream. It wasn't his own stream, right? He just went on Aiden's stream.
I think so. Yeah.
So it was interesting. I caught a couple clips that were, I didn't even watch them. To tell you the truth, I just kind of saw what was going on, and then I was like, swipe. Kept going through. I'm not a big Aiden Ross guy, but
no,
yeah,
dude?
man.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't think he's talking about anything that interests me.
Right. I don't think
I've been peeping the Drewski, even Kai. Kai Sinat. Every so often, I'll check the highlights of the stream of the speed stream. I never watched the whole thing. I seen the whole Kai one, a couple of them.
Oh, you watched the whole Kai stream?
I watched the whole Kevin Hart overnight. It was 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it in a row. I broke it up, a couple times while I was doing other things. But it was cool. But so there is a famous hater who says that appearing on this stream is kind of part of the course for Drake now because Drake is washed in trash. What was it that you were saying?
He said he lost the battle. He went from a rapper to streamer based on that L. If he lost that battle, he's not doing streaming right now. I guarantee you. There's no way.
God.
I don't know. I really can't really agree with that, man. I feel like popping up on streams, he's not hosting his own stream, but popping up as a guest on a stream is a lit thing that people are doing, Kevin Hart.
Well, you didn't report the news this week. Stream. He is going to have his own weekly stream after this.
That's what I was asking.
Yes, he will be having his own.
Him having his own is fine.
His thing is like fan approval and wanting to be loved all the time. That's what he longs for, while his opponent and others just don't care. That is what he cares for, being the young Degrassi actor since Spawn, and then running the rap and music game for so long and over a decade and all this shit. And now that he's not, I think it's tough to deal with him like attention and ego wise. I don't think he needs this money or is doing it for that. It's always good to get that, but yes, he needs the approval. That's what he longs for his whole career.
Man. Well, it sounds like, well, I'm looking at something. I wasn't necessarily responding to what he said right there, but it says that if anything, I don't see anything about a real stream being Drake's, but this was him doing a gambling stream with Aiden Ross.
A minor.
Oh, Aiden Ross. Sorry.
And the company that he's doing the stream for, Stake, he signed a $100 million a year deal with.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing the stream to promote Stake.
Hey,
that's his new like slaver instead of UMG.
Real talk. Him using
Aiden Ross like a sponsor.
Aiden Ross's stream, where like most of the viewers are like a younger demographic, while hawking gambling, might fucking suck. I think that yeah, I'm pretty sure that fucking sucks. Like, yeah, fuck Drake for that, dude. Like, he's gonna get all these like 18-year-old kids into fucking gambling this early. Like, that's specifically reserved for like your 30s or something, right? Where
did they specify that's what it is?
Is that what it was?
Gambling each week?
Well, I don't think he's going to be on there each week. He just went on Aiden Ross's one. He did a gambling event.
The report we sent this morning was a new weekly one he's going to be doing. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, everything I see on here is like all related to gambling, trying to promote Stake.
Yeah, I think that sucks. I think that fucking sucks. Like, wait, hold on. Like that, dude, I swear, these artists, man, they just like run out of fucking gas and they just they grift.
So Kick reported this. Whatever, Kick, it's that popular.
Yeah, another shitty.
Drake is now officially doing weekly streams on Kick. I don't believe that is just gambling related, bro.
Man, well, either way, I'm sure they're paying him a lot of money.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, get yours, but
each weekly stream, he's gonna make $3.4 million. I mean, I don't know if that's an L, bro.
No, that's not an L at all. It's the fact that like
3.4 mil a week for a stream is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because you can't make can't do it through other ways.
If he's not winning in music, and that's not saying he's bad or his shit sucks, because it's not that. That's not the case. It's just not in the the heart of the fan right now. After this L, still like there's a weird energy between him and a lot of hip hop fans, not his core fans, but just the majority of rap fans are. And he's not going to be like. I don't know. We'll have to see what he's talking about on there. I don't think it's gambling, though, bro. He has a lot to talk about, I'm sure, other than just these weird bets he makes.
You know what? It's not for dudes like you who be reading books or whatever, bro. Like, go listen to some more Kendrick. Let these kids do whatever they're wilding out. He's still getting money. I don't know.
Yeah, bro, but
that sounds like a huge opportunity to get $3.4 million a week, bro.
Kendrick, so let's say he washes Kendrick in the battle in some alternate universe. He doesn't. You think he still does this?
Yeah, he was already on that gambling hype. He already been all about gambling and doing this and the other.
This isn't gambling,
man.
It's Kick.
Yeah,
well, Kick is where he might get his stream host
and do the stream but the stream is a gambling thing sponsored by Stake. Yeah. Like, so he's doing it's on Kick representing Stake, for his $100 million a year deal and a $3.4 million for the weekly streams. So it sounds like he's getting breaded off this big money, $250 million a year off this.
That's where the money is, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, how am I in like an echo chat? Like, do you guys not think that this is kind of whack? That it's like, especially using Aiden Ross as like a younger demographic to launch this? Like,
I mean, that's his playbook, bro. He did that with music all the time. The younger artists kind of latch onto them, give them a dope
Aiden Ross listened to by the kids? Like, yeah, I feel like he's like more like a 20-something-year-old weirdo kid.
I mean, I mean, that's the corner, bro. Like, that's the demographic, like this, like that younger Gen Z demographic. I mean, I know that there's probably some Gen Alpha kids that even watch it and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it is definitely targeted towards like, you know, teenage boys, basically, and that like those are the most like. I mean, I remember when I was a teenage boy, I was doing some dumbass shit, and like, you know. But it certainly wasn't fucking gambling.
It looks like the average age of his viewers is 20 to 22.
Yeah, bro. Like these dudes are just cruising to not get any. Yeah, these guys are not going to get laid. Like, this is not to the path.
Follow his bets and maybe you will.
Maybe
he's been known for like notoriously losing.
That's the idea, dude. It's just like, hey, bro, the reason why you don't get chicks is because you're fucking broke, dog. And I'll tell you how to make money right now. If you join with my promo referral code on Stake and start dropping dollars, dude, like, it's like, yeah, they just, you know, that's what this is.
Yeah, well, hey,
I wish you'd drop an album soon. That would be cool.
He's like the new Joe Camel.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, kid, want to take a hit?
Yeah, look how cool I am.
Yeah, I'm sound my dad energy is majorly coming across here, and you know, I'm sure there's probably somebody listening who's like, dude, come on, it's not that. It's like, I don't know, man. If my kid was like, hey, dad, can I borrow $20 for this parlay? I'd be like, motherfucker, go do the lawn. Like, what the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what do you mean?
So Jimmy,
yeah,
little saw Jimmy is it a lock?
Well, let me see what it is, son.
Yeah,
well, you know, if you sprinkle a little bit here, they're actually
throw Daddy 10 on that.
Yeah, that's kind of a dog. But no, really, like that is like, yeah, I like you fucking A, man. Just like, even it's already bad enough with those like in-app purchases on mobile games and everything, where they're like, you see those stories where they're like, son spent $4,000 on Candy Crush. You know, I could see that, you know, potentially happening with, because can't you use your credit card with Stake? Man, that might be the same thing.
Yeah, most of those you got to verify with like sending a picture of your license or something.
Yeah, well, out of tune parents are definitely gonna be like, yeah, whatever, get out of here. I'm also gambling.
Hey.
It's Trump's economy, son. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gambling on the stock
market. I mean, they've said it. Like, the people more in our age range have resorted to sports gambling over where like the older traditional generation was doing that with their stocks.
Playing the numbers.
It's rising by the day, bro. It ain't just the Las Vegas thing anymore. You see it spread globally. Gambling, even the leagues are sponsoring it and getting behind it, which is crazy. So,
I mean, that, dude, that's fine.
That's where we're headed.
I don't hate on gambling at all. It's more just like promoting it to people before they even make a living. It's like a way to make a living. Is like, that's going to be like one kid gets lucky and that's going to create like 30 suckers, you know, if not more.
Well, you know, the influence, what do you do with it? Is that what matters? You know,
what do you mean? What are you What are you domising about? What are you talking about?
Nothing, man.
I'm just saying shit.
Just saying shit. Fill in airtime.
That's
what Weez needed last episode was Demo coming in like, man, sometimes it is what it is and it is what it ain't, and then it's just be. And then you gotta sleep. You're gonna wake up, go to work, go have some fun, go try it out, go be you. Come on back, go to sleep, start.
And
over
look,
again.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you feel me? Like you just gotta bring the yada I mean and go from there.
You gotta look at it one way, and just
it is what it is.
You gotta remember that, like, at the end of the day, the day is over. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
bro.
Bro, that's I got a homie that talks like that for real.
Deep, bro. That's deep.
Shout out my boy Amir. He'd be like, "Look at it this way, like formality, like general principles, right?" And I'm like, "Nigga."
He just said stuff. That's
called motherfucking bond.
Hey. Sometimes you got to drop it, man. Because if you don't understand, then you'll just never get it.
Damn it, you're doing it again.
Me and him actually did a radio show in college where we literally did that. We were just too doja, bro. Like we didn't know what to say.
Just said absolutely nothing.
Serious
but
on K-Pack radio. We didn't know what to say. Like
at all.
Man, it's sometimes life takes you places that you didn't expect, and then you just gotta ground yourself, come on back to it, and just do your thing.
We're gonna broadcast it, and if we don't broadcast it, you can't hear it. So,
bro, that's the shit. Well, that's what like a dude who like your buddy who is just life is completely fucking up. That's what you default to. The dude's like, yeah, man, and then my fucking dog got hit. My mom called me. She said that my dad got arrested again, and then that you just like unloads on you, just trauma dumps on you, and then you just go like, well, one step at a time. We all just kind of walk through this life together, and we're just gonna make it out the other side, bro. Like, man, breaks your meter,
brings you with them.
You just got to keep on building it brick by brick until it's built.
Bro, why would you react that way? I just told you that I had to fucking put my dog down. What the fuck, dude?
Hey, sometimes the dog's got to go down.
Man, not helpful at all, bro.
You just say back their problem with no solution to it.
It's like skiing, but like kind of skipping like a step. I'm not going anywhere.
Hey man, man. So I my taxes went real bad. I don't know what happened, but they're coming to take my house tomorrow. Hey man,
do you ever find yourself giving people the like you give somebody the in real life response where it's like, damn, I ain't reading all that. I'm sorry about your loss, or good luck to you, congrats. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever do that to people that are talking to you to your face?
Just saying, you know what? Rambling? I've actually evolved past that. I no longer have the shame to tell somebody, "Hey, bro, it's all right. I'm holding B to skip."
You get through the dialogue.
I do that in real life, bro. I tell people, like I told that to a stranger yesterday. I was at the gym in the sauna, and dude walked in. He started talking. I said, "Hey, man, tell you the truth, I'm sorry, but I just don't want to talk." and then he was like, "Oh, all right. What you gonna be mad at me for just not feeling like listening to whatever you had to say, bro? I'm minding my own business." Yeah. Try that in sometime this week. When a stranger talks to you, just tell them, be like, "Hey, man, no thanks."
I don't know. I can't, dude. I can't do it. I don't have. I don't have that.
If it's somebody you don't know and you're seeing just one time, who gives a shit, right?
Like you're in the line at the grocery store, and they're like, "Wow, hey, did you see? Hey, man, I'm sorry."
Damn.
I feel it, but I project way too much kindness. Like no way, dude. I'm telling you,
at the grocery store is a short fuse.
That's why I had to do it.
I'm telling you, bro. Like for some reason in public, people weirdly trust me often.
That's me.
Yeah, and I've actually literally had a mom ask me to stand with her son as I took an escalator down. She's like, "Hey, can he come with you?" And like I stood with him, and she was like, "Thank you." I have people who ask me to grab things for them, or just like all these like, I don't know. I'm approachable. So if I shut that down, dude, I don't know. I don't think I can do it.
You got a real this little light of mine.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah.
I'm a peaceful warrior for good.
I'm gonna let it shine.
If I were to ever have like a heel turn or something like that, you know, like that might be where I do it. Like people are just used to me being like always kind. Cause like I actually had that recently too, like with work. Like people are used to my sunny disposition, and I was just like not having a good one. And I think I like closed out a call with like without my usual like, all right, yeah, no, great seeing everybody, talk to you later. And like I got like 3 texts, and people were like, hey, is everything okay? And I'm like, damn, just that little notch lower was enough for people.
No, but it's something you gotta live your life the same around regular people. But when you're just out by yourself, I'm telling you, I have such a bright disposition that people just walk up to me and want to start talking. That the same thing, you know. I'm a lovable person, I guess. But like sometimes I just really don't feel like it. And I thought about it one day, and I was like, I could just say no, you know.
I feel it, dude. No,
I was playing a game, and I actually went through this whole. What was the game? I forget what game it was, but it was a game that we all played. And I told you guys at the end, I was like, I don't even know what it was about because I held A through every single cutscene of the whole game. And I just didn't get any story of it at all. And I was like, yeah, the game was cool, though. Liked how it played. But I had no comment on the story. And then I realized, I was like, why can't I just walk away from NPCs in real life? It doesn't matter what this random dude at the DMV has to say to you. Like, it really doesn't. You don't have to talk to him.
Yeah, the Uber driver is the worst one for me because
no.
I try to keep the headphones in as like a signal, and sometimes they'll still try to talk to you.
Say no, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, on a plane, you gotta establish boundaries real quick, or else this dude will be trying to talk to you for 3.5 hours.
I usually try to blame. I'll probably find a scapegoat. I'll be dishonest. I'll be like, hey, I'm writing something right now. I'm really sorry. I can't pay. Like, I'll do that if I'm pressed, if I have to. But I don't think I would ever. I don't think I have the capacity. I think that if I did that, I would probably ruin my fucking week. I'd be like, I wonder if that person is still mad at me. And I can't.
The whole thing is, it doesn't matter. Hey, I'm sorry, sir. I apologize, but I just don't even really want to talk.
Yeah, it's not anything you have to do that keeps you occupied.
Can't be mad at you because you don't want to listen to them. Like, hey man, I'm just minding my own business over here. Would you mind?
I can't hate. I just know that I can't. I don't have the capacity.
Honest.
Yeah. Try it once. It's homework.
Maybe I'll try, but I just like I don't know. I don't think I'll you know what? I'll attempt. I'll report back. I'm probably not going to be able to. Like, I'll tell you the moment where potentially it might be able to happen.
People saw Jimmy will pretend to be deaf before he does that.
Yeah, genuinely. Yeah, like before, and I'll still like nod and shit. Like, yeah, I was like, I'm always ready to give people the time of day.
You'd have to make noises to really convince them.
Oh no,
that's just probably part of that. I've never tried that before,
man. Well, shouts out to our, I guess, pretty much the only people that are not weekly listeners, you know, deaf people. Shouts out.
Yeah, but we have captions.
Right.
They want to read it.
Can they be weekly? Never mind, bro.
Weekly readers.
Man.
We just call them weekly readers. Shout out.
They're the only ones who aren't.
Weekly viewers. We love
viewers.
Too.
All right, yeah, that's good.
What I'm saying.
Yeah. I wonder what they think our voices sound like, though.
Well, and then they try to reach the captions, probably.
Yeah. They probably think Indian has an. I mean, they probably think Derry has an Indian accent.
Yeah, probably. You see it right now here. I let the mustache come back. That's what really did it. Tell you the truth. I told you guys, man. Some dudes from work. That like some dude walked up to me. He was like, "Hey, man, this like black and Filipino dude." He's like, "Hey, these dudes, they all think you're Indian, man. He said, you're black, right? And I'm like, bro, I was like, what are you talking? First of all, I was like, what are you talking about, bro?
You were like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about, my friend?
I had to let him know. It's a long stash, does it? You know, it's properly groomed, you know, old school style. Tom Selleck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, well,
John Fry.
I do have some breaking news that we could dip to really quickly, and y'all might be familiar with this, but 4chan. Everybody knows about 4chan because of QAnon and everything like that. Well, it got hacked, and the internal data leaked and doxed. So all the little freaks on 4chan, it's out. It's over. But here's the thing. It's like you have to have signed up for 4chan, which like nobody really does. It's an anonymous board, right? So only the real freaks get on there and like they want to be on there. And there's been rumors of who has been leaked. This is very recent. So we're just going to have to, all the logs are going to have to take some time to get through. But one of them is apparently potentially Elon Musk. Also, other notable celebrities that have used 4chan, Taylor Swift. Weird, but yes. So, yeah, basically,
isn't it just like a message board though?
Yeah, it's a message board where like it's where it gets the most coverage is being like possibly one of the most racist places on the planet. And you know, it spawned out, you know, multiple different things. I mean, like, you know, basically the shooter who, you know, murdered people in Christchurch, New Zealand. He had been a regular 4chan user. So it's, you know, it's like a hotbed for edgy young
QAnon.
Yeah, QAnon, like before it went to 8kun. Yeah, like, yeah. And yeah, so that is interesting. Look, and you know, there's not that much to report on this other than like one of the most notorious places where that was kind of a internet culture pulse keeper is now pretty much defunct officially. It's kind of an RIP situation with 4chan. But it's going to be a process finding out how much internal data leaked, who were the real freaks on there and what they were posting, and you know, actually who did it. Because usually the people that would frequent 4chan, which would be anonymous hackers as well, you know, they would use 4chan for their kind of proving ground. So there are also rumors that it was a government agency, potentially Israel, potentially China, that unleashed this. So, you know, keep track of this one. The 4chan hacked, internal data leaked, because you never know who's out there posting.
Man, I knew it was them Chinese Jews.
Chinese potent. Man. Hey, speaking of speaking of the damn, this is hot. Speaking of the Chinese are keeping their minerals. Fuck. Like they are deciding not to export their minerals. No racial, I guess I got to follow that up with. But yeah, China in response, you know, we've been all witnessing the trade war and everything like that. Now China is, let me check the most recent stats on that. Cutting off exports. China has stopped exporting rare earths to everyone, not just the US, cutting off critical materials for tech, auto, aerospace, and here's the big one, defense. So, yeah, here's your citation, everyone. But this is kind of the culmination of this sort of trade war. Yeah.
They are ready for their rise. And the U.S. has not upheld, you know, the strongest, like, basically country on the planet that our parents were used to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That shit is shifting economically, you name it, in a lot of ways.
Well, yeah, I mean, hey, Tricky Dick, Richard Nixon, he handed them the keys. He helped them transform from what their economic system that was one type of way, which was mostly industrial, to blow up way more into the command economy that it is today. And they have become the primary trade partner for most countries around. And that's why this rare earth mineral thing is such a big deal too, because 90% of the rare earth minerals they control the supply chain for. And the biggest buyer is one of the biggest buyers is the Department of Defense for the United States. So things that go into rare earth, things that rare earths go into, F-35 airplanes, our military freaking aircraft carriers, even the comms that they use, all use that stuff. So we've arrived now, and they found a way to basically kneecap our military without having to fire a single shot.
Yep. Maybe COVID was another way of doing that in another way, not, to the economy. Since that shit was made out there, just saying. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, they said it was like a lab leak, and
come on, man.
That more and more people are believing that too.
Or it was a bat, nigga, please.
Pangolin.
That was a weapon, bro. There's a lot of, you could win wars without firing a single shot, like you said.
Well, they certainly got a layup from Teflon Don, that's for sure. Had the excuse to do it. So we'll see how this turns out. Demo, what did you think?
Man, you know what? I was looking for this thing. They said that there was some sort of Battlefield game where like the story of the war with China, it was like from the game came out in like 2011, or it was like,
I remember
13, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Some dude on TikTok was explaining, like, it said that in 2025, due to economic concerns, China would stop exporting a rare minerals to the United States, which tipped off the war of China and USA.
Yeah, bro.
I was looking for that, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I think it was I think it was Black Ops 2.
Right under our noses.
Man, that's
wild. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was the one that did that and was set. Oh my God, get the fuck out of here. Dude, he was even set in 2025.
That's what I'm saying. I was looking for the dude explaining it. I was cracking up.
Bro, no way.
Here, hold on. I'm putting this one right here. Can we watch this together?
It's like The Simpsons, bro.
I think this guy would appreciate us sharing his TikTok.
We're in the simulation.
Did you put it in the chat?
Yeah.
All right. Let's pull this up then.
This was really worth checking out because once you said this, I was like, a rare mineral.
Right. All right.
Yo guys, this tweet is saying that China is going to be restricting exports of 7 rare earth metals to all countries. If that sounds familiar, you're not wrong.
Dude, it's got the
because that's literally the exact plot of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, a video game that was released in 2012. Like, read this.
See,
and look at the year they said that this would start. The year 2025.
Bro.
Yeah. China and the United States are in a Cold War after China stops exporting rare earth elements. In this future setting, militaries use robotic weaponry, cyber warfare, unmanned vehicles, and futuristic technology.
Bro.
That is happening today.
Bro, look at this fool.
Right,
I swear.
So when I see this, I start
shouts out this Danny looking dude.
Like when the Simpsons are showing 9/11 subliminal messages and all these little cartoons.
This guy reminds me of that one guy.
So is that just me,
the Snapchat dude,
value to simply a coincidence, or is that something that we should all talk about?
That's what I should all talk. Well, we'll talk about it on our podcast. Isaac, thank you. This dude, this actually kind of plays like that one guy who puts the Snapchat filters on himself and is like, the guy's like in the sauna.
This dude reads comic books and goes to wrestling events for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But man, that's face, crazy, man. Bro.
This dude puts tahini on stuff that doesn't necessarily
need it.
Tahini.
He's got like he puts tahini on watermelon and shit.
Yeah, there's definitely crumbs of tahini on the ground.
He's got tahini. Oh, dude, you don't like tahini? You don't like tahini on your yogurt, bro? That's
he'd be wearing swim trunks just regularly, not even for any reason.
He definitely drinks IPAs.
Oh yeah. Oh man,
he tell you all about them.
Dude, he'll tell you about the gravity of the IPA. Yeah, for sure. Oh man. Well,
it doesn't surprise me, bro. Like the predictive programming is in our lives all over the place. If you just look around, man, like the movies that came out a couple years ago, you know, like these end of the end type movies. I don't think it's a coincidence, dog. Simpsons stay doing it.
Man, hey, get in better shape.
Yeah,
everybody,
bro.
go work out. Get ready.
Get ready. Bro, here's the thing though. Like, I just couldn't see they're the champs of sitting by and like letting this thing crumble. I think that it would have to come from us to really engage in like a war with them. I mean, you
got the right knee-jerk reaction person in there, Mr. Impulsive. Right. So,
but at the same time, he disarmed Ukraine, against Russia. So it could be that he just wants to dial all the way back and break people's windows and deport people.
Man, a lot of militia will die. That would not be good.
What in if China like invaded?
Yeah, there'd be a lot of militia, and a lot of them would die.
Well, let's swim with this. Like, what would China even get if they did that? Like,
they're
that's
not
like
going to.
Like that's like like that's like it's not like a territory game like Civilization where you like make the map all one red like color. Like it's what would they honestly get out of it that they're not already getting right now?
They got to just clap the facilities and chop us down, crumble our infrastructure, destroy our power and dams, and let us fight for ourselves without electricity.
But I mean, they're already
it would just like have
they're already hitting us in those spots that are making.
That's what you do. That's
right. Like when the shit goes down,
turn everything off. Good luck, boys.
Yeah, turn everything off. If everything turns off, there's going to be the people who watch too many survival movies and are like, I've got to go it alone. And then there's going to be the people who are smart who start communities and help each other, and those are going to be the people that survive. And the guys like, I'll swear my bunker has enough food for four more weeks.
That's part of what I'm saying, bro. All the bunkers that are getting built, maybe them fools see what's coming. And this is the place where they can kneecap us with something like that and then just watch us self-destruct. Not even have to step
Red
in
Dawn?
like that.
You know what I'm saying? Just imagine you're just at the house one day and you wake up and then no internet's on and you look outside and there's just Chinese niggas parachuting from the sky to take over your town, bro.
I don't know, man. That's so far. I just like logically, I just couldn't see why.
Go watch Red Dawn, bro. It'll make you be like,
yeah, that's a movie. That's a movie.
But I was like, wow, I see how that could probably disrupt what we had going on if the internet turned off.
Well, what was their
people rounding everybody up?
What was their reason for doing it in Red Dawn? Why?
It was like
why did
North Koreans?
Oh, it was North
in
Koreans.
Red Dawn. It wasn't Chinese people.
Okay, well, it was supposed to be Chinese people, and then they like basically.
In the original one, it was
Russians,
and they teamed up with Mexico.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I wonder what.
I'm telling you, like, I was like, man, it got real right then. I was like, man, what if they just came out, bro? And I did like 14 push-ups.
Right. Don't go to Appalachia, brother. Those boys will stay stuck in there. Anyway,
what you got?
Here's a 660-pound woman getting pulled by a tow truck. Yeah.
Hit it to this fancy Justin.
Here we go, man. Check out this big old bitch.
Ain't no 600-pound ladies in China, though. What's up?
Man.
Y'all ain't got these.
Oh, man.
Damn, that dude hit the real deadlift mood.
It takes a village.
Man.
Oh, they got that.
Like the beginning of Jurassic Park.
The raptor enclosure.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, yeah, that's what they'd have to do.
That's it. There he is. That's the Chinese project manager.
Well, I imagine that this is got to be expensive,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a tow truck. Can't be them. I imagine comparable.
Yeah, I mean, that's an impressive tow truck, really. I mean, to just visualize this for everybody, this is a metal bed holding a 660-pound person being pulled into the back of what looks like a tow truck. And I don't know where they're taking her.
There's only one place that she would be going, and it would be the hospital for sure.
Yeah,
you know,
either
tell you
that
the
or
truth, I'd be watching 600-pound Life.
Yeah, he would know, right?
I'd literally seen, I want to say, other than the last season and a half, I seen all of them, bro. I started at the beginning and grinded it.
So the math here, so what this sounded like, it was like in Thailand, right? So they're like naturally smaller people than Americans. So like if you had to math for me, Timo, like what's the, you know, like the average out, that's like basically a 1,000-pound American.
She's
right?
660.
Could be like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where she's getting, you know, like 15,000 calories a day, you know, to maintain a weight that big. You know, you really gotta be eating, and they must got real money or like something.
Right.
Like that's wild.
Yeah, well, you know,
Big Frida on there.
yeah,
Thankful.
maybe
she ain't got much longer, bro. Like,
I don't know. She's this is one of her final rides. I don't know if they're bringing her back.
Yeah, like she's exhausted doing this, and she's not even really doing anything.
Yeah, she's still on the bed.
Is it because she was eating too many of these?
Nuevas bendiciones, nuevos retos y muchas enseñanzas. Desde nuestro emprendimiento Migas Burger, con el cual hemos sido creyentes, cada vez somos más los buenos que apostamos por un mejor futuro para nuestro país. Queremos agradecerte por formar parte de este camino con tus compras, tu apoyo y tu fidelidad. Te deseamos un excelente año nuevo cargado de bendiciones, éxito y mucha felicidad. Que nos sigas.
Fresh cheesy on there. More cheese.
Well, why the name though? For those of you with audio only, I apologize, but we're watching the Niggas Burger get made. Now the Niggas Burger is composed of, what were these ingredients? You were reading them off there.
Yeah,
Demo.
it was I was watching him do it. You know, one by one. I didn't even know there were words. I was just thinking about a Niggas Burger, bro. Looking close.
You know? Every time I try to tell my Atlanta friends about my favorite burger place, they beat me up.
Yeah, that's cracking.
Jimmy Butler.
Hilarious. Oh my
that new sound effect for this one, saw Jimmy. Like I read this name, bro, and you can't help it.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
That's great.
All right. Well, hey. All right. Sorry for any of the fan requested content we didn't get to. I think we're going to use this next one as a way to break into sports, because we got to talk about some basketball, right? I mean, if you guys are good with it,
spend a lot of time on China.
Hey man, you know, it's important. It's important stuff, man. You can't sleep on. Don't sleep on China, man. Don't sleep on China, man. Next thing you know, they're going to be dropping down from their red things, and you won't be able to debate whether or not Michael Jordan could beat Kobe Bryant. Or
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I hate these memes, the ones that show like this era versus this era, and I hate the ones that be like, you have $30, and then they put $5 players, $4 players.
Yeah,
I hate all that shit.
Yeah. Well, what we're looking at is which era wins. In Gen Z, we have Tatum, we have Morant, Wemby, Ant, and Luka. And then
whatever one had John Wall in it, because he about to have that documentary on Netflix. I don't know if you see it's called Shooting Guards, with him and the other guy that got busted with a gat in the league. Interesting title choice there. Just had to drop that.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I mean, is it just my like millennial brain that's just thinking that millennials win? I mean, that's Steph Curry,
that squad is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, real.
Like, that's
if they're all prime.
Yeah.
If everybody on here is prime, let's see that.
That's crazy.
On the baby boomers one either.
Man, the baby boomers one is pretty crazy. Like Larry and Jordan with Hakeem Olajuwon.
Barkley.
Yeah.
Wow.
Magic.
Magic.
The Shaq, Kobe, Tim Duncan, KG, AI team kind of whack to me.
Yeah, I don't think that
Shaq is a monster.
They play well.
I think he's a monster for sure, but they don't got enough not with that lineup.
There's just not that much 3-point shooting, but bro, they score almost every possession. They got Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, they would just say Shaq or Kobe. But at the same time, then you would have like, I don't know, probably Barkley or somebody like that.
That's a hell of a defensive team too.
But that Joker with the ball in the middle with those four swarming around the court is crazy.
Yeah, the game is played differently in their era too. Who's the dude on the way left? Is that like the dude, the guy posting this?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
He's like, I've got to tell you guys about this crazy meme.
No, his voice is definitely like, this is the team that I think that
let's hear it.
Versus the million.
I thought he was gonna hold on. Are we up predicting?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be like, well, you see, we got the Gen Z's and my niggas in the Gen X. Right. Kobe, man, ain't nobody stopping Shaquille.
All right, let's see.
And the question is, which era wins? We got a solid generation. We got the baby boomers. We got Gen X, the millennials, and
Eddie
Gen
Griffith
Z.
kind of thing going on.
I was pretty close. I think I was pretty close.
He was like, now this the team right here is gonna win.
Generation. The foundation of the modern day game. As you can see by the players, this is a big man heavy era. A lot of
yeah.
I think it was all of ours combined.
A little bit, yeah. I think so. I think we all
for that African dude. Because on the baby boomers team, Jordan finds the bucket like the lion finds the water.
But it is missing one key player, and that is Victor Oladipo.
Like for some reason, I don't. Have you guys ever noticed that? Like Nigerian people, African people, they always talk. It's like so overly eloquent.
Yeah,
just like so many, just like little metaphors and things built into it.
I don't know about the metaphor part, but they are very articulate. Yes.
It is so warm outside. I feel as though I am cooking in an oven. It's like, bro, like it's hot. Yeah, I get it, bro. Like we don't need the analogy for the whole thing. I am so hungry that if there were a goat before me, I would devour the whole thing.
What mystical African guy do you work with?
Timo, it is it.
That's what I've noticed.
Some grateful ass nigga, bro.
Flying today at our website.
I am so graciously overjoyed that you could join us today. Like, bro.
Now, why are you gay?
It's like, bro, like everything doesn't have to be that serious. This peanut butter and jelly is better than the morning dew coming across the sun.
Like, you're like you're a weird flute play after you talk. Yeah, for
I have never wiped my booty with the cotton that keeps it so glistening.
Oh my gosh, bro. No. That burrito has caused me to have 1,000 torments within my stomach. Bro, like,
no.
Oh, that's so funny, man. That is so funny. I gotta go to Nigeria, man. I gotta learn how to speak like my ancestors. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you're gonna show up and say that, like, hey, where's the metaphors at? You guys don't.
This is you. You have returned from where the white man has taken you.
You are using too many metaphors, like laughing hyena.
The amount of metaphors that are flowing from your mouth is like the stream of David. Like, bro, like
you just use one.
No, but that's great, man. Shouts out that little basketball thing there, man.
I love it.
I think like millennials got it.
Weez was like, man, when I was by myself, I was getting through topics, not with Dino and Jimmy going off on tangents.
On that note, everybody follow at Weez415, dropping my new single pod next week. Tune in.
Well, you know, like your two most neurodivergent friends to just
been real, y'all.
Like, coming here sick for no reason, disrupting everything.
Yeah,
we weren't even we were talking about basketball.
Bro, there's 2 notes in this pod thing.
Yeah, I know. We're just vamping. Just vamping, man.
Just hanging out, man. All right. Well, yeah. How's the playoff picture going? Speaking of basketball,
Warriors were probably the game to watch as far as play-in games. I mean, there are a couple going on live as we speak, but who's watching the East? Like I mentioned, that Hawks Magic game was a wash. The Hawks are, they're out now, right? The Hawks are gone. No, the Hawks are delegated to play that lower seed or however the weird play-in works. Looks like the Miami Heat handle business too.
They're playing the Heat right now.
And Warriors with a huge victory over Memphis gives them that 7th seed to play the Houston Rockets. And now we've got our playoff picture. What series are y'all looking forward to here?
Oh, man. Well, of course, the Warriors. We'll see how they do, man. This new look playoff Jimmy has brought a new spark to the Warriors that they really have been looking to get from a bunch of different, players around. Wiggins is supposed to be that. Kuminga is supposed to be that, but Jimmy Butler has come and
he's him.
He's budding. That's why Wiggins was traded because, that magic he caught in the 2021-22 season is far gone at this point. And Jimmy is filling that great void, man. They're a completely different team. They have the 2nd best record in the West since the All-Star break. Basically since acquiring him. And I like their matchup. If they already get past Houston, which I think they will, I like their matchup against the Lakers without AD. That seemed to be a big problem for them anytime AD played against them on that team. But you can't get ahead of ourselves. This is a tough Houston team, young. They got Amin Thompson, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. They got a deep roster and a good coach. Who's hungry for redemption. If you remember, he got fired from that Celtics job after sleeping with that white woman. And it's going to be a good playoffs, man. It's anybody's trophy to take.
It is. Pistons in 6. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, I can tell you one thing. This
shouts out Noel.
Flow chart, an organization of the playoff tournament.
Yeah.
Man. It's got me hard.
Hey,
okay.
Yo.
All right. Nice.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Who
bro.
the fuck is this asshole?
I got a whole thing here.
I said that my asshole is glistening. But shout out to NBA
I'm trying to see
playoffs.
what that be like, right?
No.
I'm trying to see what that be like, right?
There's MLB is in stride. Looks like a good season so far. Shout out the Giants. They're doing well. There'll be so much time to talk about this. And then you got the NFL nearing OTAs, closer than we think. We're getting to that point of almost training camp already. Draft is right around the corner. So sports, man. And the NHL hockey playoffs. Don't forget that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, we kind of glossed over it. We kind of always run out of time sometimes to talk about anything we've been watching. But I will say that I got back to watching Temptation Island with my wife real quick.
Oh, yeah?
Man, thanks for saying it was with your wife.
Yep. No, man. That is a cringe factory, man. Why does everybody suck on that show?
We stopped watching, not because of the show, but the people,
they're really
content of what they're like regurgitating. It gets exhausting. I don't know.
Yeah, they had it's like every other episode they had that one guy who's like sits down. He's like, "Yeah, no, I mean, you're here on your journey, and I just feel like that's gonna be what you got to do, and then." Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down, but we're just here all around,
He's talking like we were in the beginning of the pod. Yeah,
genuinely, yeah. Like they were,
You never know when you find your partner, but there's always that opportunity, and there's going to be a letdown, and you might use it to get brought back up and just do your thing here. What?
You just got to think about it. Like in life, sometimes there's like ups and sometimes there's downs and sometimes there's times where you just stay right there,
Yeah.
You're not really going either way.
It's really, really good advice, honestly.
Deep, bro. It's deep.
Very deep. Yeah.
I'm just trying to grow, I just want to continue on my journey.
Then it just cuts to the chick he was talking to. She's like, I just love how deep Michael is. He really has a lot to say. And I just feel like I'm really growing in connection with him.
He has such a great perspective on life. Yeah. It's really healing.
Like I could grow a deeper understanding and relationship with him.
They just out there like K-chinning.
Yeah,
people.
Dude.
Motherfucker not talking about shit.
Just giving information that, you know, who says it? It's up to you to determine whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, really. Hey, you believe
I'll just tell you know.
One thing I'll tell China is you gotta think around, up, down, side to side, right where we are. Stay grounded.
Man, we need him better at that. It's too direct.
Yeah, that's real. Well, hey, you guys want to talk a little bit about that fight?
Yeah.
What did you guys think about that UFC? Were there any fights that really interest you? Patty the Batty?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I had to watch on some dude's phone sitting in front of me at the hockey game. I was at the Knights game. He was watching on his phone. I saw the Patty finish on his phone there, and then the Volk one too. But
yeah,
it was like good, man. Did we all get it right?
I think it was some good fights. Nesto actually took Lopez. Everyone else took Volk. So yeah, the records. Dave and I are tied at 10-4, and the rest of you three are 7-7.
Wow!
So, everybody's at least up to the middle, man. That's where we should at least be. You know, people who really care about the sport.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish they would stop. You know, I wish they would get all those politicians out of the sport. You know,
yeah. Why was like they're like, look, Tulsi Gabbard, the crowd.
Yeah. It's like what? Get these
Ted Cruz.
Dude, I want politics outside my sport, bro. Like, what are they doing?
Marco Rubio's like,
yeah.
I'm like, bro, chill out, dog. Chill out.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. They like they do that shit where they like don't know what to do with their hands. Like when you snap a picture of your buddy and he's like, you know, man. Just trying to like not flash a gang sign, but at the same time, like give the energy that you're doing that.
Yeah. God.
You just see them adjust it like.
It's like really trying to figure it out, like.
Bro, that was hilarious. That interview right there. Taking a picture with Eric Andre, like do something cool.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
They look at this fucking.
Yeah. Oh, you just look like your hands start doing that shit.
Get all ugly in the face with it too.
Yeah. I think that's it. Having a whole monologues and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. No, yeah, I'll do it.
That should be cracking me up. I see that all the time with people that see the players that like they take pictures with them and they don't know what to do in the moment.
They're just like,
hit themselves live, bro.
They just hit
that's so cool that you get to deal with the most awkward moment of people's lives.
Yeah,
just on the regular. That's hard.
And then like I'll look at the player like, my bad, bro. You know, then they'll look at me. That's the staffer. Like, who you fucking?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you ain't brand new, but this dude is like, yo, tripping. He's like, yo, Max Crosby, fool. Yo, let me get a freaking picture.
Yo, Max, I got a tattoo of you on my ass, man. They like overshare some shit.
Dude, I knew I needed to wear my Alzado jersey today.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Count on a 77 jersey, you know.
Shoots, bro.
Always.
Real fan. So fun fact.
I mean,
actually this is the week after. There's no UFC.
Oh, never mind.
In Gary.
Yeah, for real.
Never mind. No wonder.
I got a fun fact. Should we jump to there or anything else? Is there any music? You know?
Oh man, we already talked.
Ken Carson.
I don't know.
Yeah,
we already talked about breaks. That's the only music we need to talk about, bro.
It's gonna have a.
Well, it wasn't musically related.
Memed.
I know.
People say stuff like, "Yo, watch out, Ken Carson's coming." I'm like, I don't even. know who that is.
We got to
somebody
mention
report
that.
back.
This is WrestleMania weekend.
Wow. Oh damn! Yeah, we didn't even
It's
talk about
WrestleMania
WrestleMania. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Too busy fucking around.
We'll talk about like what happened at WrestleMania, I guess, more in depth with our bigger wrestling Nesto and Davey next week after the event. I'll be at the Monday Night Raw as well, the best Raw of the year, they say, to go to.
They say.
And I'll be at both WrestleMania nights, so it's gonna be a good weekend, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna cook up some tacos, have people over for some pajaya, just like hang out, man.
I can't wait to see all the people at the WrestleMania with their neck beards and Velcro shoes.
Oh, that smell is gonna be pungent.
Oh God, the hygiene will be something else. That stadium will be lit.
It's about to be the the biggest, most lit event with the least hoes at it.
I mean, there's somebody, fine.
Not no loose ones.
I'm like thinking in my head, and he's probably right.
No, hey, bro, like think about it. Anything that's there, somebody brought that from the house. You know what I'm saying? They took lunch.
Oh no!
Mind you, we had a BTS concert there, but
bro, like,
right.
There was loose ones in there.
Parents,
yeah. This is WrestleMania.
You're right. Wow.
Yeah. Every single thing somebody brought from the house, it's in there. But anyways, fun fact: sharks have teeth, right?
Sure,
Do you consider teeth a bone? Are teeth bones?
Well, I mean, in America,
teeth are like bones, and they're technically the only bones that a shark has. The whole rest of its skeleton and fins and everything, that's all cartilage. Sharks only have teeth.
Damn fool! So like, sharks are made of that stuff that I find in chicken nuggets sometimes.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy, bro. How'd they put enough of that together and make an entire fucking shark, bro?
It's like the line through the thigh,
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Just one big ass thing made of that shit. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's a good ass fun fact, dog.
99% Simone Chicharron.
Tiburon.
Damn, bro.
El Tiburon.
Shouts out, man. Shouts out. But this has been another week of the group chat on
wax for yo ass.
So much for tapping in and being a continued member.
Hopefully you learned some
Chin Chi family. We appreciate you. We appreciate the time that you spend listening to us.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I want to think of something crazy to say at the end.
Sure about that?
I just love you all so much.
Sure about that?
You should leave people with some flat advice. If you're going through something, just listen to these words from Demo to really get through it. And it's like they're very important. So just
listen to these sweet nuts.
Yes, listen.
Sometimes all right, in life, there's winners, and there's losers, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose,
right.
But as long as you play, it's another game. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's deep, bro.
Oh shit, a participation trophy. Wow, brilliant.
Man, come back and try again. You might win next time. You never know.
If you hit a man.
All right.
Who the fuck is this asshole?
Exactly.
All right.
Yay!
You guys later.